Here it is. We are in rainy Southern California. That's right. The region and the place where hardly we ever see rain is right now raining all day. Look at this. Can you see how gray? Do you see how gray and nasty ass it is outside? Look at these rains. Oh my goodness. It's so rainy. Where are we? In Scotland? It's like Scotland over here. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Caboose. Hello, and thank you all so much for tuning in. You are watching Honey Badger Wildlife News live right here on YouTube. And I'm just showing you how absolutely dreary and rainy it is here. Now, Alexa says it's not raining in Alexis's town. I know. It's raining, I'm telling you, it's cats and dogs here, and I just stepped in a poodle. Thank you so much. Let's get to it, shall we? Now, as you may or not know, obviously, reproduction in a lot of animal species requires breeding between two individuals. Duh. In case you didn't know that. In case no one taught you about the birds and the bees, it takes two to make a thing go right, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Alexis. I'm sure you live in a beautiful place as well. So let me tell you something. A new University of Maryland study has just found that the ability of breeding is something that a lot of worm species have figured out to do for themselves. Is it buffering times? Are you having times with the bufferings? Maybe I should just knock myself off of the... Not really there, shotguns. Oh, shotguns. Jeez, Louise, watch it. If it's buffering for a lot of folks, maybe I should just take myself off of the internet. It sounds like I said I stepped in a poodle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's raining cats and dogs, and I stepped in a poodle. Oh, hello, Tara. I love you. I love you. It's raining cats and dogs, and I stepped in a poodle. Where are the animals? You know, a lot of them are heading south. So, a lot of these animals aren't here. But soon I'll be doing this wildlife news updates from the Los Angeles Zoo. And you make my day, Robert, and I love you. Tyler, oof. So as I was saying, we all know that reproduction takes two individuals to make babies. But the University of Maryland has just recently conducted a study where they found that there's a worm species that reproduces with only itself. How about that? Oh, thank you so much. I love you. So how about that? Isn't that crazy? Oh, Christy, you're the bestest. Stop it. If I'm the bestest, you're the greatest. Folks, can you believe that? There's a worm species out there that's able to go fuck itself. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to curse. Well, I kind of did. Anyways, no face reveal. Stop it. I want you to focus on what I'm telling you, not my face. If I show my face, all you'll do is just look at me. Anyways, listen, folks. There's a worm species that makes love to itself. And it's a process known as selfing. And when it selfs, they're able to have offspring from just itself. Isn't that amazing? Now, Eric Hagg, a professor of biology at the University of Maryland, says, our results suggest that genes that are essential for tens of millions of years can suddenly become useless or liabilityless, even when the sex system changes. Now, he's a professor of biology over at the University of Maryland and the lead investigator of the study, which was published in the journal called Science earlier this year. Oh, wow, only like 3 days ago. I mean, this is extraordinary. A worm species, folks, that is able to replicate and reproduce with itself. I think that's fascinating. In other news, as you all may or may not know, bats. I love bats. Any of you love bats out there? I love bats. I think they're so amazing. I love the long-eared bats. I love, I'm so sorry I'm shaky. Is YouTube your job? I'm asked. It's one of them. I have a lot of things that I do, sweetie. I wish I had some bats. Bats are badass. Very good. Bats love me, and I love my bats. Well, bats play a very important role in the health of forests. It's true. And as well as the production of food in the United States. Did you know that? Bats do a lot for us. They're very important. And as you may or may not know, there's a terrible white nose syndrome that plagues a lot of the bats in their community, in the bat societies. So, yes, you can donate. Actually, if you go online, sweetie, if you go to the World Wildlife Fund, they have a lot of different causes and animals that you can help protect. Let's see if anyone's taking a shower. No, please. Aim over there. Go over there. Just aim up at the sky, Sheldon. Sorry, folks. I'm working with the new fella here. His name is Sheldon. He's very nice. My favorite animal, let's see. My favorite animal just might be either a lion or a blue whale, because they're magnificent. Of course I love honey badgers. That goes without saying. I mean, I love honey badgers. Why are you going over there? I told you to swing it back over this way. No, not too much. Just point. Oh. Very good. Next time I'm getting my tripod so I don't have to do this. Is your arm getting tired? Just hold it. Just hold it like that. Anyways, they are very important in the production of food in the United States, and they are finding out that the fungus behind white nose syndrome, which, as I mentioned, has completely plagued a lot of bat societies and bat cultures, and has spread consistently throughout the past decade. It's really upsetting how they're coming to this. But so what they're finding is the way to combat the white nose syndrome. Do you know what helps? UV rays. How much money? What is this? Ask me anything? What are we, on Reddit? What's with all the questions, sweetie? Jeez Louise. I made about 34 cents. I made about 34 cents from the Honey Badger video. I've got that really strong coffee again, Randall. The Swain will be here in San Diego soon. Come down and come pick you up. Oh, I would love some of that strong-ass coffee. Love that coffee. Anyways, listen. What I was trying to tell you, folks, is that the white nose... I lied to my fans? What are you talking about? I'm not lying to my fans. Is it true that I have a honey badger? Well, how should I answer this? I personally don't own a honey badger. However, I am friends with a few honey badgers throughout the United States. I had the good pleasure to name a honey badger that was located in the Tanganyika Wildlife Park, which is a beautiful place to visit in Kansas. Please, please go visit the Tanganyika Wildlife Park. Beep, beep your ass. Anyways. Anyways, I love honey badgers. They call me a honey badger whisperer because for whatever reason, what they do is they come over to me and they just play with my shoes. And then they hump my shoes and scratch them up. I've only been bitten once by a honey badger, and I've been bitten by a cheetah. I got a love bite from a cheetah one time. I love lions. I love blue whales. It's really hard for me to determine who my favorite animal is because I really love them all, folks. It's true. Anyways, I digress. I'm trying to tell you, folks, that this is a big breakthrough, folks, in the community, in the bat society. Oh, I love it too, Christy. Oh, I love the San Diego Zoo. Yeah, so that's Cookie. One of the honey badgers, the baby honey badger that was born in Tanganyika Wildlife Park, was transferred over to the San Diego Zoo. And oh my goodness, they're just amazing. I love honey badgers. They're just, as you folks all know, they just take what they want. Sheldon, don't you dare. Anyways, yeah. Ooh, who has a secret? Ooh, you are people exchanging sweet secrets? So the white noise, not white noise, white nose syndrome that affects many bats. Just bring it back over here, idiot. Come here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you an idiot, Sheldon. Just, I liked what you were doing before. Just stop it. I love Komodo dragons. I had a pleasure to work with the Komodo dragon in Florida. They're amazing. The Komodo dragon. Did you know that Komodo dragons eat children? Komodo dragons eat children because they think they're like small prey. They love to eat children. I don't think they do on the regular, but if given opportunity, they're going to eat your child. Oh my goodness! Ooh, a Komodo dragon stole my baby. All right, that's terrible. Anyways, please, bats with white nose syndrome, it seems that they are able to get rid of it by using UV rays. Strong UV rays. If you put it on the nose, it gets rid of that fungus. And then finally, in the Honey Badger Wildlife News report, a group of scientists have now determined that a little-known species of dolphin known as the, what's the name of this? The Atlantic Humpback Dolphin, which can be found off the coast of West Africa, are now critically endangered. This is horrible. Brown nose, oh, Christy, that's terrible. Brown nose syndrome. Yes, that is certainly a plague or a disease or a fungus which affects many Homo sapiens, the brown nose syndrome. A lot of people suffer from that. Anyways, folks, this is really important. Please listen. So, off the coast of West Africa comes the Atlantic Humpback Dolphin, and they are critically endangered. Oh, I'm in Los Angeles, sweetie. Oh, yes, I play PS4. I love PS4. Guys, stop it. Stop it. Listen, I want to talk to you all, but I have some important stuff to tell you. Listen to this shit. Okay. Scientists are now saying that a little-known dolphin, the Atlantic Humpback Dolphin, is critically endangered. And according to the Wildlife Conservation Society and the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, they really, really need our help. And the latest assessment of the dolphin, which has been very, very heavily studied, they find them vulnerable and they're critically endangered, and they are on the red list of threatened species. And what is it? What is it, you ask, that is causing the near extinction of the Atlantic humpback? Hey, folks, that's the question. What's causing the extinction? Why do you think that this dolphin is becoming critically endangered? Hello? Humans. They're hunted. They can grow more than 8 feet. That's right, Tara. Humans. They can grow up to 8 feet in length. And pollution. It's people. Pollution from the people. Oh, it's just terrible. Anyways, they can grow longer than 8 feet. Fishing with explosives. How do you know about that? 4952, how do you know about that? Because people have diabetes. What? That's right, because we're killing them. Yes, Black Lion, welcome. Yes, you are here. Humping somebody back is an endangered practice. Will you knock it off, Zinnia Norb? Anyways, the Atlantic Humpback Dolphin, scientists are saying they really need our help. They are on the red list as critically endangered. They are a threatened species. And they are they're off the coast of Western Africa. Fishing gear, entanglement in fishing gear, offshore construction, port development, hunting. For human consumption, who the fuck would eat a dolphin? Are you out of your minds? Oh, goodness. It's unbelievable. Sheldon, what are you doing? Jesus. All right, well, I'm trying to follow you. Well, folks, I don't know what to say, but it sounds like the only good... You did? Oh, Caboose. No, Caboose, you did? Oh, why? Listen, I understand there are some folks out there that want to try some exotic foods. And by exotic, I mean, oh, I love the Cove. I love the Cove. It is absolutely depressing and sad, but you gotta... A dolphin with a... Are you out of your minds? No, folks. No, 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 no. You see, here's the thing. Exactly. Dolphins are... Oh, goodness. They are so intelligent. And so are pigs. The Dodo Bird. Well, the Dodo Bird went out about early to mid 20th century. I think it was the early part of the 20th century. But I don't think people were hunting the Dodo Bird. As far as I know, it was just a matter of loss of habitat. But you know, the problem is, folks, look, I understand if you want to have some exotic food tastings, but it seems to me that exotic really is just another way of saying endangered. You know, listen, if you live in the sea, I can understand it. I don't know, it's hard. It's a hard position to take. All I know is that the Atlantic humpback dolphin is now critically endangered. And we're severely losing a lot of wildlife. I love you, James. Ooh, I like exotic answers. Folks, it's like this. There are billions of humans around the world, right? And the numbers of wildlife are just shrinking every year. You know this. You folks know this. It's all a matter of whether or not we're going to care and whether or not the societies around the world are going to do anything about it. Just because we don't have immediate contact or exposure to animals like elephants and lions and blue whales and Atlantic humpback dolphins doesn't mean that we certainly shouldn't do something to protect them. Well, listen, I can certainly go off on Trump, but listen, let me tell you something about Trump. Folks, it was, in terms of wildlife, it was pretty bad before Trump. Okay, it was pretty bad before Trump. I mean, the issue really is just, you gotta get people to take this seriously, to take wildlife seriously, and the understanding that us as humans rely and need wildlife, not just for food consumption. No, 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 on the contrary. The things that they do in their societies, in their cultures, these animals and their wildlife, they completely help us, you know? And now I just want you folks to know that on the endangered list are bees. And I believe it was Albert Einstein who said, once we lose bees, we're fucked. Didn't Albert Einstein say that? I mean, I think that was his quotation. Anyways, folks, it seems like the only good news items I have to share with you today are the fact that the UV rays are able to help white nose syndrome with bats. And the other good news item is that worms can have sex with themselves. But really, please look online, folks, and do some research and see how you can help. Once they're gone, you can't bring them back. It's true, Chrissy. That's right. Honey Badger don't give a shit. Except about the bees. Your mom's a beekeeper? Oh my goodness, yes. Narrated by What's-Her-Face. I have seen that bee documentary. It's so good, and I'm blanking on the name of it too. Narrated by the lady who is in Inception. You know, that actress. She's amazing. The little one. The little lady. Yes, bees. Very important. Godzilla. Godzilla. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in and watching Honey Badger Wildlife News live. Until next time, just take what you want and stay as badass as possible. Sheldon? Sheldon. You son of a bitch! See, this is why I don't want to work with you.